Hello, everybody, and welcome to Joker's Wild Side Watch Along. I am Lowell, and today we got Friday Night Smackdown after WrestleMania. Thank you guys for joining me. Let me know in the comments where you're joining me from and what was your favorite match from WrestleMania week.
Possibly follow up Vegas. If not here, the countdown to Fort Worth. You open the doors to a sold-out Dickies Arena.
In
And
Texas.
you serve a loud and rowdy crowd a guarantee of tables, ladders, and chairs. Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford hold gold.
That's right. There's going to be a TLC tag match tonight.
Profits have a huge challenge. The Motor City Machine Guns have been throttling towards the title. A week ago, they thought they had it all set, only to see the championship match disrupted. And now, DIY is here in Fort Worth. Johnny Gargano and a clean-shaven Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah.
They turned the
Looked good, even though he stayed because he got injured.
We decided all. A TLC triple threat, and it's commercial-free in the final hour of SmackDown. Plus, arguably the most dangerous man of all, Jacob Fatu proved himself. Now,
Oh, with the Raider jersey?
with Solo Sikoa by his side.
You know what I mean?
This evening. Plus, from Tiffany Stratton's Barbie doll entrance to the all-out war and conquering Charlotte Flair, Tiffy time, on time here in Texas. We'll
Yeah, still scoring the scar on her forehead from that physical match with Charlotte.
This is what the SmackDown after Mania sounds like and looks like. Let's feel the afterglow of a historic weekend in Vegas.
Hell yeah.
WrestleMania.
My favorite match is probably Io Sky versus Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. Although that triple threat main event night one, Cody, Rollins, and Reigns was also pretty damn good.
And feel what the audience is doing and just become connected with them.
Fanatics Make-A-Wish Nevada and WWE teamed up to give 25 kids from across the country a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
They stand and deliver. We will never, ever forget. Oh,
Yeah. A lot of stars, a lot of stars went out to WrestleMania. Yep. With Jey Uso becoming new world champion, tapping out the Ring General.
It was so amazing, so exhilarating, and I'm super grateful.
It's the beginning of a new chapter in the story of Lucha Libre. Yes, here tonight, kick off. Americano wins his WrestleMania debut.
You know this time?
A couple times.
Yeah, I know better than you already. Crazy.
And then Steve Austin crashed into the barricade. Jesus.
I've got 2 words for you. Thank you.
I've never been in front of a crowd so live. Thank you guys.
You know what I mean?
What makes now the right time for you to step up into this world?
Well, WrestleMania, isn't it?
And do you believe in Joe Henry and his WrestleMania moment? There was a whole many others that could have gone, but
I want to form
it is what it is.
moment.
There is a ton of bad blood between these three. Supermarket position, CM Punk was being trade Roman Reigns. It is John Cena's final WrestleMania.
And the new GOAT of all time, I guess, greatest of all time.
Into the next generation.
John Cena winning his record-breaking 17th world title.
We're now talking Master Champion.
Pretty good WrestleMania weekend. Great matches, great shows. And we're starting off with John Cena. I hope he comes in and just drops a number down and leaves, as he said on Monday Night Raw. All he needs to do is show up, and that counts. Now he's wearing green instead of the all black.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWE Undisputed Champion, John Cena. The now 17-time world champion.
Yes,
Last
indeed.
time we saw him, Wade, he was telling the WWE Universe that he'll stay champion this
He has the old Dallas Cowboys color. Dallas Mavericks, sorry.
Yeah, the self-proclaimed last real champion. I sincerely hope that is not the case. But what a level of disrespect, not only to the people that have backed this man for the past 20 plus years, but to that prestigious championship, wearing it backwards. It's just a big no-no in this game.
Crowd still behind him. And I like this heel turn on him, too. He's calling the announcer up again.
Pointing at our new ring announcer, Mark Nash, again? What did Mark do wrong? Well, apparently he did something wrong this past week on Raw.
Another note for him, like Monday Night Raw. Crowd still very divided with the look of disgust. Wow.
My sincerest apologies. I have been informed again that my announcement has been deemed disrespectful. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the greatest of all time, the WC 17, racing forward with his presence for the final time, the last real champion,
I think every time he's gonna come in, he's gonna give this guy a note. Oh, Randy Orton gonna face him again after he RKO'd him at the end of, or the beginning of Monday Night Raw.
Well, the other night on Monday Night Raw, creeping into the frame with the new undisputed WWE champ was Randy Orton himself. And look who arrives on time here in Fort Worth.
The five-pound Randy Orton striking with an RKO and roaring John Cena knows that his pathway to retirement with that championship on his shoulder may not quite be as easy as he may have thought.
That's one thing for Randy Orton, entertaining fans in Vegas with an RKO party in German. There's another thing to do what he did on Monday night to John Cena.
Crowd here in Texas loves Randy.
Do you know what I found out just a couple of days ago? In a couple months, it'll be 25 years to the day that you and I first shook hands. 25 years. I have known you for 25 years, and I mean this as a compliment. Up until a few months ago, you never changed. You were always about hustle, loyalty, respect. It wasn't some catchy slogan for merchandise. It was a way of life. It was your mantra for every day of your life. So I realized these last few months, I need to think long and hard about what's going on. There's a void inside you, John, a void that needs fulfillment. So I started racking my brain. And I started thinking about all of the fans over the years. The millions and millions of kids that have looked up to you since day one. All the kids that you have motivated, that you have been a role model for. These kids, they set goals because of you. They accomplished those goals and set more goals. Whether it was the track field, on the court, in the classroom, you made those children better. Generations and generations of children looked up to you. Surely that means something to you. You've granted more wishes than anybody in the history of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yep.
You can't tell me, I know you too well, you cannot tell me that each and every one of those sick children that you met left with a piece of your heart. You can't tell me that they were just a number. I know that that meant something to you. So I figured out how to fill the void.
How? How? What are you gonna do this?
Take it from me, John, you need to have some damn kids. Wait, could you imagine a bunch of square-jawed, thick forearmed little Cenas running around? The world would be a better place. And then you would be back to who you are, who you truly are, who I know you are. You need to become a father, man. Grow up. It'll make you a better human being.
No. I'm good. Don't do it, Cena.
How dare you? How dare you prance out here with a smile on your face under the guise of making me feel better and then parent shame me in front of the whole world?
Parent shame.
Congratulations, Randy Orton. You have children and you love them. Good for you. Do you want to know the real reason why I don't have kids?
Oh, let's get in them.
Because I've spent the last
FTK.
25 years raising yours.
Oh.
And by the sound of it from this group tonight, I have done an impeccable job. Here is the real truth. For the last 25 years, I have been a better parent to your children than you could ever be.
I don't know if that's true, but that definitely
That's
hurts.
right, kid, your dad's a loser. Oh, great. A 6-year-old just gave me the finger. Classy. Very, very classy. That, sir, that is why I don't have kids. I've been policing brats like this for a quarter of a century. Bit of advice, kid. Never bring a knife to a gunfight. Bet your loser dad didn't teach you that one. Don't look at me like you're going to do something either. Are we done here?
John, no, we're not even close to being done, man. God, that has that Hollywood rot, has it set so deep inside your brain you can't even hear what I'm saying right now? It doesn't have to be one or the other. These fans are the reason why you are here standing before me in this ring right now. They're the reason you're in Hollywood right now. WWE is why you made it to Hollywood and you are crushing it. You cut your teeth here. You honed your skills here. You developed your work ethic in this ring. You took it to Hollywood, and like I said, you are crushing it. Without the WWE, there is no Hollywood. And without the WWE universe, there is no WWE. No matter which way you add it up, no matter what kind of math you apply to it, these fans are the biggest reason that you are standing here today in this ring with me. John, I've made a lot of mistakes throughout my life, throughout my career. I've learned from them. I've had a long journey, but I can go in that locker room. I can hold my head up high, and I get respect from my peers. I am a piece of furniture here. I am here to stay. You, man, you're just a guest.
Ooh. Them fighting words.
We all have our perspectives. I used to believe yours, that without them, there is no WWE. I used to think that we won together. I was wrong. We didn't win anything. I did. I have never needed a single one of these people. They will chant in the same breath, "Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks." I just called out a rando and he turned pale white. Imagine being told you suck for 25 years. They don't mean anything to me. You are just like all of them. You're all hypocrites. Because once you get tired of me, you can put your energy into any superstar you want to cheer for. But if the roles are reversed and I put my energy into anything other than this, I'm an outcast. I'm a guest. That's why this is dysfunctional. That's why this doesn't work anymore. That is not a functional relationship. That is manipulation. You are simply manipulating the truth to make yourself feel good that you have done nothing with your lives. The only thing that man right there has done is dress up to look like Jack Black.
Show him.
He's 100 years old, and that's all he has to say for his life. I get criticized and labeled as an outcast, a guest, for simply trying to do something different.
You know what? I was so stupid. I was so stupid to come out here and think for 1 second that in this weird, bizarre world where I'm a good guy and you're a bad guy, that you would somehow listen to what I'm saying. But the words that are coming out of my mouth, they're not penetrating your thick-ass skull, are they, John? Cody Rhodes, before his badass entrance music starts, it says wrestling has more than one royal family. You know, he's not just talking about his family, right? He's also talking about my family. You want to ruin wrestling? Wrestling has given me everything. Ever since I came out of my mother's womb, wrestling has provided for me. Wrestling will provide for me, my children, my loved ones, until I am put 6 feet in the freaking ground. Ruin wrestling? You're not going to ruin wrestling. Not over my dead body. Shut your mouth. You just don't understand, do you? I'll explain it to you.
I've already won 17. Okay? You've won 14. But after I take this home with me, you are forever frozen at 14. Yes, there will be another show. You will have other matches. They will create some tinfoil title and decide a champion. And if you are lucky to ever get your hands on it, your counter starts over at 1, you babbling moron. What I am trying to do, Randy Orton, is when I leave here, make sure 3 generations of your family is erased.
Woo-hoo. I love this scene, man.
You say you're the last real champ. All right, prove it right here, right now. Put that title on the line and fight me. Right here, right now. Come on.
All right.
No.
Of course, it's a no.
No. And just like so many times over the past 25 years, I'm doing it to save your ass. There should be a match. Randy Orton versus John Cena for the undisputed championship. But it shouldn't happen here. I've already given you a hard enough time. It's not your fault. It's for Randy. It should happen at Backlash, Randy.
All right.
Because Backlash is in St. Louis. I know that's hard for you to hear, but for Randy, it's great because Randy is from St. Louis. So you can spend the whole day with your family, Randy. You can make sure you show up well rested. Randy Orton at his best. Because I need Randy Orton at his best. Because after Backlash, when you fail, you will have no excuses. Take a good look, Randy. This is what the last real champion looks like. And this is as close to this championship as you're ever going to get.
Ooh. Cheap shotting him.
A sucker punch from the self-proclaimed last real champ who got humiliated by the Viper
On Monday.
Night
Yep.
Raw.
Saying he's going to take this title and erase 3 generations of your family.
Nope.
Randy.
John Cena's got the belt.
And now he's lining up, it looks like, with that title in hand to hit Randy Orton.
Measuring
Once
him.
again, the most desperate cheap shot from John Cena.
Looking to deliver.
Duck and a cutter. I mean, RKO. Punt him.
Don't bring a knife to a gunfight, John Cena, in your own words.
Punt
He
him.
did it on Monday. He does it here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Grab it.
Undisputed WWE Championship. Wednesday now. They see it.
Voices are getting louder in this arena. And the sadistic voices are getting louder in the mind of Randy.
On the sight of Randy with that championship in his hands.
Hell yeah.
And remember,
Standing tall.
we talk about Cena.
That just looks like he's going to lose.
There, Randy
Backlash,
on 14 himself.
which
And the big
is
one in his hometown is just 2 weeks away.
Well, if that
Can we
gets
sway
made
Jesus?
official at Backlash, that will be 31 World Championship reigns between the two of us. That must be a record. Make it official, please.
From Raw to SmackDown, Cena and Orton. Meanwhile, after 230 days as NXT Tag Team Champions, Braxium has arrived here to SmackDown.
oh, Fraxium. I had heard of it.
They are Dan Frazier, Cena,
You know, not, I'm gonna have to. I thought I have a fucking I don't.
Magic from Cage. It was like lightning in a bottle.
Braxton and Frazier. They've held the titles for over 200 combined days.
And we're not slowing down. We will be undeniable.
This here, Braxton, perhaps the best tag team in the business. They are the big thing.
Figured they will break up cuando they debut. Cuando they debut, ¿no? ¡Ay, el legado! El fantasma.
The high flying, overly athletic Los Garza, Angel Alberto against Braxium. That is next on SmackDown here in Fort Worth, Texas.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to JoJerz Wildside Watch Along. We're back here on SmackDown, and they made it official. On Backlash, Randy tries to take the title away from John Cena.
The new 17-time champ John Cena. That is your main event of Backlash. And management, unsurprisingly, moving fast when that one fell in their laps. Wow.
Coming your way, make them.
Where the hell is it? Fraxium.
And their opponents with a combined weight of 365 pounds, Axiom and Nathan Frazier. Axiom! Speedy combination, Nathan Frazier and Axiom. WWE Universe. Enter WWE's Dream Treats in Universal Orlando Resort Sweepstakes for a chance to experience Universal Orlando Resort's 4 theme parks, including the all-new Universal Epic Universe. That opens May 22nd. A chance to meet a WWE superstar. You can go to WWE.com/Universal Sweeps to enter for a chance to win.
Well, I didn't download their
Wait, for a better part of the past year, Axiom, they were the best of the best at NXT. And then this past weekend, had an excellent stand and deliver at WrestleMania. They were overtaken by Hank and Tank. Now, a really good chance for Fraxium.
Los Garza going up against Fraxium.
Blue brand here by GM Nick Aldis. Hats off to him for moving so quickly as soon as he realized Fraxium were available now in the ring. That is Axiom, Spanish superstar from Madrid. On the outside is Nathan Frazier from the island of Jersey in the UK. What a combination these two are.
Yeah, combination indeed. You're going to see right away just what they can do when they look at sing and look at the speed. That's exactly what they are known for.
Nice
the
speed
dynamic
there.
Speed that creates unique power and the striking ability.
Such an incredible blend of athleticism. Axiom really that cold, calculated one. Fraser, though, really an erratic pothead, but they work so well together.
Wow,
Nathan flying. So is
Axiom as well.
Hot start, fresh out of the blocks here for Fraxium, taking it to
Los Garza hasn't been able to breathe since the beginning here.
Message to the entire SmackDown tag division.
High flying team.
To the top, the moonsault, Nathan Frazier and Axiom. Welcome to SmackDown.
Los Garza have not managed to get a shot in thus far.
Cover Nell kicked out at 1.
It's Frazier off of him with the kick out.
Santos Escobar must be pulling his hair out right now. This has been a disastrous start for the Lucha team.
Well, Los Garza, it's interesting you say that because they've got an earful from Santos Escobar lately. He has been constantly trying to push them to the next level.
I'm impressed with
that. Nice move from Angel.
Axiom falls to the outside. Impressive start, but finally Los Garza in control.
As they go to another commercial break.
And power of Cricket 5G. It's like me.
As the show continues.
More power. Supersonic rockets. Strapped to my legs.
Big chop from
No 5G for today. Vast
Los
powerful
Garza.
nationwide 5G on all plans. Oh.
The Shakaroni's back at Papa John's with more pepperoni and over half a pound of cheese.
So many orders, we have to staff up.
I am here to work, people. Where's the garlic sauce?
Is he always here? He's everywhere. We're making you a Shakaroni for $12.99.
That's right. I live here.
The accountant, too, is undeniably awesome.
I think so too.
Affleck and Bernthal have perfect chemistry.
That's my big brother up there.
And it's better than the original in every way.
Garza still in control.
Accountant, too, radar.
Pounding away, or stomping away, better said, on Axiom.
Fans love the smooth, refreshing taste of Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Everyone's getting that new Simply Save outdoor monitoring.
You beat with AI-powered outdoor cameras and live agent monitoring.
Stop. This is Simply Safe.
Nice tilt-a-whirl black Lakers from
Like Simply Save.
At apartments.com, we go above and beyond to make
Garza cover
renting
one.
easier on
Then
every
kick
single
out.
level, on a neighborhood level, unit level, down to the cellular level. Hey, little guy, Apartments.com. The place, to find a place.
I was flower grown wild and free. I would want you to be my sweet pea. And if I was a tree grown tall and green, all I want is you to shade me and be my queen.
Since switching to Dr. Squad, everyone's calling me Moisture Mike Type. Dr. Squad, total moisture made with natural
Cover kick out at 1.
Take the bite out of dryness. Dr. Squad, total moisture.
Liberty Mutual is all she talks about since we stayed hundreds by bundling our home and auto insurance.
Go for power milk.
Pronounce Liberty. Liberty.
Uh-oh.
Nice try, kid. Only pay for what you need.
Got him in the backpack stretch. Berto tagged in. Ooh.
Wi-Fi is
Nice cutter. 2. Nail kick out. Nice cutter by those guys. A nice tag team cutter.
The Wi-Fi is booming like an
XW unicorn IPO.
It's bursting with Wi-Fi.
Modified optical stretch.
doesn't boom when they see me, it's gonna want to.
Berto. And we're back on SmackDown.
Coach Garza from Morgado del Fantasma in control right now. Angel and Berto against Fraxian making their SmackDown debut as a team. We saw them individually in recent weeks.
Ooh, nice kick in the corner to Alberto. Super kick to him.
And the super kick. Look at him clear things up.
Well, this is 1,000 miles an hour stuff now from Nathan
Frazier with that speed.
I don't care how hard you throw that one. It's got
As JR would say, quicker than a hiccup. Sling blade into moonsault, DD, reverse DDT.
Look at this.
Uh-oh. Nice shooting star cover. 1, 2, nail kick out by Alberto.
Energy and couldn't put it away.
I've got to upgrade my eyeballs. The frame rate is simply not quick enough to keep up with Nathan Frazier.
No, they are a blur. It is
Later
a
tonight,
paper trail.
TLC match.
The ropes.
You're so
Triple threat.
dynamic in there.
Ooh, also women's U.S. Championship. Chelsea versus Selena. And Tiffany also will be here tonight.
No, there was a blind tap.
Ooh, nice super kick during that moonsault. Nail kick out by Frazier after that super kick.
Yeah, all the momentum of that moonsault combined with that kick to the jaw, that precision strike from Angel, and now it's the durability of Frazier that has kept Fraxian in this one.
And they are heading on up. We've seen how dangerous they can be with their teamwork from up high.
Gonna duck Nathan Frazier from up high. Oh, Jesus.
From the top, a super MTY now.
Alberto. Moonsault. Nice. Lands it. Cover. 1, 2. Ooh, Axiom able to break it up. Nice save.
It's the 5'8" Axiom.
What a maul for this is the run for the super MTY knockout out. But Nathan Frazier, it was over.
Axiom barely able to get it.
Angel tried to prevent
Let's get a tag.
It wasn't
Nathan going for the tag.
refusing to be denied here on their tag team debut on SmackDown.
Fraxian to survive that super.
Big chop.
I remember Tess landed on speed a few weeks ago. That was a nightmare.
Alberto.
But this was teamwork and will and grit to get out.
Nice. Just swinging away.
Middle of the ring. Axiom.
Big leap. Angel.
About this now, we are in a dogfight.
Ooh, big headbutt from Angel. Takes down Axiom.
Triple A that was announced on the weekend. The industry shaking news. These luchadors are desperate to put their best foot forward.
Kick from up top as Angel was climbing up to the top, and now
Big chop
to meet him there.
on Axiom at the top, on the top rope.
This has been, but is power going to win it in the end for Angel?
Tag from Frazier. Nice Spanish fly from Axiom. There goes Frazier. Ooh, nice finish. Now cover 1, 2, 3. Wow, Fraxion putting himself on the map here with the big win.
Oh, what a glorious victory for Brexham. Welcome to the Blue Brand. Remember, still to come tonight, a TLC triple threat. DIY, they're getting ready for it against the Street Profits and the Motor City Machine Guns for the championship tonight. And Tiffany Stratton, we will hear from
Hey,
the Women's
next,
Champion.
Tiffy time. As we go into a commercial break, do not go anywhere. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Joker's Wild Side. Watch along as we're back here on SmackDown. And Tiffy time is next. She's going to address probably WrestleMania and what's next for her.
Find your package at onlocationext.com/ WWE.
It's Tippy.
Yeah. The WWE Women's Champion. A very physical match at WrestleMania versus Charlotte. At times it looked like it became a bit of a shoot, but they were able to get through it.
The WWE Women's Champions, Tiffany Stratton. So here comes the well-earned victory lap after a hard-fought match, and for Tiffany Stratton, WrestleMania was more than just a television match. Charlotte's Flair really worked her in ways leading up to WrestleMania that you could have. Wayne, I think for the WWE Women's Champ, she's forever changed because of that match and that experience and that build-up, and it's for the better.
Yeah, Tiffany Stratton has taken a look at the wounds she's wearing across her face and body. She was put through the ringer by the most physical Charlotte Flair I've ever seen. It was a fight in the trenches. We've known for years that Tiffany Stratton can win pretty. Well, now she can also win ugly. A big development in the career of the champ.
That's right. At WrestleMania in front of 60,000 people, it was Tippy time. I went toe-to-toe with one of the greatest of all time, Charlotte Flair. And I can't even lie, there were moments when I doubted myself and the pressure got to me, but in the end, I prevailed and I walked out of WrestleMania and still your WWE Women's Champion.
Doc. In a very physical match.
And I was always told for the longest time, Tippy, you're the next Charlotte Flair. Wrong. There may be only one Charlotte Flair, but I guarantee you there is only one Tiffany Stratton.
That's right. Oh, Jade.
Speaking of one,
What is she doing here?
Tiffany, cut it. Now, I came here to give credit where it's due. And your match with Charlotte was very impressive. But that did nothing but create a bigger target on your back. And since business is finished with Naomi, I have nothing but time. So I think it's time for me to remind everybody why I came here to WWE. I think it's time for everyone to see why I came here to be a champion.
I don't think you're ready.
It's time for you to understand just because you beat Charlotte doesn't make you the best, especially when you haven't faced me.
Okay, well, why don't you put your money where your mouth is and let's get a rip out here, right now.
All right, so since we're having a match.
WrestleMania encore to the max. Instant dream matchup in Texas.
All right, next. Wow, so many commercial breaks. Jesus.
Good morning,
Anyways,
Chef.
we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Well, this is one of
Welcome back to JoJerz Alongside Watch Along. We're back here. This is Jade Carter. Is it title match?
Instantly saying, you know what? Let's just do this. Now, what I'm curious about here, Wade, is we saw them both in action Saturday at WrestleMania in Vegas. But for Jade, you know, listen, two-time women's tag team champion. Now, trying to gather a little momentum on the singles side. Gets the win over Naomi, and now gets to prove herself here against Tiffany.
Yeah, I think it's a good point. We've seen Jade Cargill at the top, but you're right, it's been in the tag ranks. Champ in the tag world here. But the partner is one of the greats of all time, Bianca Belair. How much load were you really carrying? Were you being a passenger on those victories? Well, clearly, Jade Cargill proved against Naomi at WrestleMania.
I don't think Jade is ready, but cover, and then O'Neal too.
But now Jade Cargill clearly trying to follow up that big momentum builder against Naomi here. Against the champ Tiffany Stratton. What a statement it would be if
Jade is not ready, personally.
You, Cole, and Pat were on the call for her victory against Naomi. How about some of the displays of power we saw in that match?
Yeah, Tiffany
different ways. For me,
went for a handshake, brought her in.
Cargill is that power. There was a moment of WrestleMania. She blocked Naomi.
Nice.
Yes,
arm drag.
for a blockbuster. I cannot stress as an athlete how difficult that is to pull off. The strength,
drop down,
balance, and core power to pull that off is ridiculous. There's nothing you can do in the gym.
That flip up cost Tiffy.
Now here's an example of it.
Oof.
And Stratton. And we'll get that arm drag there. Tiffany, of course, herself.
Nope. Ooh, what a backbreaker from Jade.
In midair, but Tiffany herself surviving what was such a brutal test of endurance, that draining match against Charlotte Flair. When you reflect on it, Stratton now coming straight in.
Hip attack.
With that running hip attack as she had Jade up against the ropes. What impressed you the most with Tiffany?
Rolled up.
Tiffany's ability to not be swallowed up by a maul.
Nice spine buster from Jade.
What a big spine buster there from Jade Cargill. Hold on.
Cover. And then kick out by Tiffy, the champ.
Stratton. It was a ginger kick out there.
Boy, was it?
Stratton is hurting here.
Well, listen, I mean, we saw she looked like after the match, and again, just pressing down on the shoulders and able to get that left shoulder
Tiffany
up.
kicked out again.
Well, Stratton still has bruises all over her body, especially on the forehead there from one of the natural selections, I think it was, that connected.
Went for that knee, but instead, Stratton went right into the cover, and now the spine
buster. Spine buster from Tiffy. Covered. Then kick out from Jade. Jade needs to put more.
These two women both went through a few days ago at WrestleMania. There's a lot being taken out of these bodies. These two are hurting. And ideally, you would not take this kind of match, but both are such competitors. They want to fight right now. I don't know how smart that is.
112 days as champion for Tiffany Stratton, but not backing down from any challenge at all. So it is Tiffy time. You know, it's hard to believe, Wade. She has been headlining. She puts the
cover.
Here.
She's too close to the ropes, but
she's been headlining
Jade kicks out anyway.
For so long now, but it's hard to believe that this past weekend was Stratton's WrestleMania debut.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, she's been in massive events before, most notably probably at NXT, where she's been at the main event level there. I really can't that in super quick time to be the #1 in the women's division here. But don't forget, Tiffany Stratton 4 years ago had nothing to do with this industry. Perhaps the quickest developer ever, and in full control here against Jade Cargill.
You can still see that scratch
Graduates
from WrestleMania. Another commercial.
World.
Jesus.
Ready for whatever
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Joker's Wild Side Watch Along. And we're back here on SmackDown after a little bit of a long break. Sorry, you guys. But we'll come back to Tiffany and Jade Cargill.
Jade Cargill, of course, less than a week removed from the WrestleMania victories and deciding to test each other. And at this point, Wade, it becomes the road sent up. Who has what left in the tank?
Tiffy going up. Oh, slips.
Now jumps up pretty
Nope.
but Jade gets out of the way.
And that was a slip that did that. Jade Cargill was trying to right. It shows how beat up Tiffany Stratton is. I've never seen her miss.
Nope. Ooh, nice stop from Jade. Kick out by Tiffany. Tiffany's still feeling that fight from WrestleMania. Nice catch by Jade into a powerbomb.
Is why Tiffany Stratton is the champion. I'm still getting over Tiffany Stratton.
There's nice moves, but there's a little bit of a slip up.
But I think
Cost
it
Tiffy.
sums up the state of these two. This is not the fresh Barbie doll entrance we saw.
Cover.
This is somebody
Nailed
that had
kick
to
out.
get through the fire of Charlotte Flair.
Well, she won ugly against Charlotte Flair. She's going to have to win ugly again tonight against Jade Cargill.
Uh-oh. Cut by Jade. Roll up.
Looking to counter.
Nope. Nice drop kick. Cover from Tiff. Two. Nail kick out. There you go. That's a strong kick out now.
From Tiffany Stratton, I'll tell you right now, I saw Jade block Tiffany from midair attacking. Scarpering out of there was Tiffany Stratton and almost pulling out the win.
Wait, there have been two instances in this match now where you're just in awe of what Jade Cargill can do with the power and to control.
Tiffy's still feeling that battle going up to the top.
Looking for the Jade moments ago, and now quick to meet Tiffany.
Jade catches her.
The ropes. Again, Tiffany Stratton very slow getting up to that top.
Nice superplex by Jade. Both down.
Been taken out of Jade Cargill here. You want to pounce on a pin as quickly as you can, but the body is not.
Jade also feeling that fight from Naomi at WrestleMania.
And that has allowed an escape here for Tiffany Stratton just when all was looking lost.
She looks to roll out of the ring to see the
Uh-oh. Who's coming? Crowd reacting. Ah, Naomi. Oh. What the hell is that? Come on. That did not look great for Naomi.
Deep into this match when so much was taken out of Jade Cargill, that is when Naomi decides to strike. Slamming her right into the post.
An unhinged and vindictive
What's she
Naomi saying this ain't over till I say it.
Last Saturday it was
over.
Jade who got the best of her bitter rival. All the emotion attached to these two, and now Naomi comes in and interrupts the action in this match against Tiffany Stratton.
Jade Cargill gets a win by DQ.
Was slow move, and Naomi pounces on her twice now, sending her into the post, and as her body just drapes to the floor.
Tiffany getting back into the
back on
ring.
her feet. And Naomi decides to exit on that stare down.
Naomi came here for one reason and one reason only.
Oh my God.
Team of Tiffany Stratton, who Stratton stopped in the front to cash in the Money in the Bank contract and take the gold from back in January.
Then you believe it's
Nia
Walter
Jax.
for Naomi, but now
Why the fuck is she here?
on Tiffany Stratton.
It's the ghost of Christmas past.
And this is a violent assault on the WWE Women's Champion. Looking for the Annihilator on Tiffany time.
I'm back for what's mine, Tiffany Stratton.
Do not care for this.
Hers. And then the cash-in happened 112 days ago. Jax returns and makes that statement. This one is talking to over Charlotte Flair with
Now we got the tag team of Motor City Machine Guns getting ready for the TLC match
ladders and chairs
tonight.
for the WWE Tag Team Championship. With DIY
Up next, Jacob Fatu, the new U.S. champion. Another commercial break. Jesus. All right, we'll be back. Do not go anywhere. Welcome back to Joker's Wild Side Watch Along as we're back here in Smackdown
16 miles away from
in Fort Worth, Texas.
3 years ago, that was the home of WrestleMania.
I think Jacob Fatu, the new U.S. champion, is coming up next. Hell yeah. Yeah, what I mean? What does it say? Yeah, what I mean? Hell yeah. With the Raider jersey. Hell yeah. Why Solo there? Beat his ass. Wearing the champion like Maga used to around his neck.
Solo was leading the way. He was at the new tribal chief. By last week, he was the chief support for Fatu. He's softening up LA Knight singles and tag action and hyping him up for weeks as the next U.S. champion. Well, that came to be, didn't it?
Some major tensions over the past couple of months between Solo and Jacob Fatu, but Solo Sikoa has played an absolute masterstroke in guiding Jacob Fatu to his first championship title.
Hell yeah.
And there's nothing like a good slice of gold to put tensions
Ooh, almost hit Solo with the title there. Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, show some love and respect for your new United States champion, Jacob Fatu.
Yada what I mean? How the fuck does he say it? Yada I mean?
At WrestleMania, everyone saw what I already knew. That Jacob Fatu, he's the future.
Da.
He is the future of this company. But let me remind you something. Nobody in my family, nobody wanted Jacob here. Except me. They thought he was trouble. Thought he was too much of a risk.
Fast.
But you know who changed that? You know who made it all happen? It's me. I'm the reason that Jacob
Look at Fatu side-eyeing him.
I'm the one that brought him here. I'm the one that took him to the promised land. I took Jacob off the streets and made him into United States champion. Jacob is here because of me. This is exactly what
Fatu not
when
vibing
you
with that.
your family. Jacob would not be standing there if it wasn't.
Cut his ass off. Yeah. Go at him. Go at him. Two big Samoans going at it. Polynesians.
Let's not get it twisted. I told you I was going to win the U.S. title. I told you the U.S. title was coming home to the family. And I told you I was going to do it with you or without you. And that's exactly what I did. So, Texas, look at your new U.S. champ.
Yep.
You see, I know that this title makes me America's most wanted.
Ah.
I know that this title makes me a menace to society.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, you better get in where you fit in. Because I'm all gas, no breaks with it. Yada,
I mean,
bah!
2. Oh, LA Knight coming out. Wants his title back, I guess. They put on a banger in WrestleMania. That reverse from the moonsault into his finish was great, but Fatu, it was not enough to put him down.
Let me talk to you. At WrestleMania, I told you need a BFT, and my God, you ain't a BFT. I dropped you right there in your big fat mouthed head. You reached out, grabbed the rope, and good for you, because after that, you were able to capitalize, and you were able to beat me right in the middle of that ring.
Yeah, he was.
I'll give credit where credit's due. It can happen to anybody, any night. Anybody can get it. But you got to understand something. I walk back there, and everybody says, man, you had a hell of a match at WrestleMania.
Yeah. No lie.
But I ain't worried about having a hell of a match. I'm worried about winning. I'm worried about taking that championship. And if you can't understand what I'm saying is I want my rematch, and I want it right now.
Yeah. Why is Drew in this now? What the hell? Let's see if I brought up Drew. I know I have it somewhere.
Scottish Warrior looking to crash this spot to LA Knight Party.
Oh yeah, I do have Drew. There we go.
The City Straight Fight. And with that much abuse that he absorbed.
Also a good fight, a good match.
That he's on 2 feet.
He did beat Damian Priest.
You know, Dallas, it's not always easy being Drew McIntyre. I mean, personally, it is. Being tall, jacked, handsome, and much like Texas, I got some big guns.
Yeah.
But professionally, I've been screwed over time and time again. Every world title match, the WrestleMania, I had to get through the last roadblock, and I beat Damian Priest in one of the most violent matches in WrestleMania history. So Priest,
physical, yeah.
I know you're not here tonight. We're not going to see you for a while, so I want to take a moment to say thank you. It was an absolute pleasure to embarrass you in front of your entire family. The next plan was challenge John Cena for the world title. And then Randy Orton jumped the line. The same Randy Orton I beat 3 weeks ago. I'm starting to wonder, everybody's a World Wrestling Entertainment or Nepo Wrestling Entertainment. Woo. Speaking of which, hi, Bloodline.
You done yet?
I'll get to you in a second.
Continue on.
I've been watching Cena these past few weeks. I watched him tonight. He ain't the same guy. He's a punk now. Drew McIntyre wants to fight the baddest dog in the yard. I want to fight the baddest champion in the yard. Jacob, I want to fight you.
That'll be a banger, as Sheamus says.
Blah, blah, blah. Can somebody wake me up when this mush mouth is done?
Always with the jokes, isn't it? Always with the jokes. The only joke around here was your last U.S. title run.
Woo. Oh. I would say your last title run was a joke, but I can't remember it. So I'll tell you what, you got a problem with Randy Orton, go talk to Randy Orton. But right now you're standing here at a time that's my time when I said I want my U.S. championship. But if you think that you want to make claim to that U.S. championship, I tell you what, you think you deserve it so bad, why don't you come on in here and show me?
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Hell yeah.
Whoa, hold
Oh,
on a
come
second
on.
there, fellas.
Come on.
I think we can all see where this is going, so before you two tear each other apart, how about I offer an alternative? How about you come back here, you put your tights on, you put your boots on, you lace them up tight, and Fort Worth, Texas, I'll give you Drew McIntyre versus L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
1-1 tonight, and the winner is the #1 contender for the United States Championship.
Hell yeah.
#1 contenders match. GM Evans is a lockjaw for the #1 contendership away in the fixing right here.
Hell yeah.
A little Jacob Fatu, yada mean on that. Wait.
Ah. Delino.
Explain before you get out there. 2 weeks ago, you beat Chelsea Green by counting. Then last week, you beat her by pinfall. But if things go your way tonight, you're going to become the new Women's United States Champion.
Going up against Chelsea.
Honestly, Byron, I know I'm known to have a big mouth and I always got something to say. But
Yeah.
tonight is one of those nights where I'm actually speechless. And it's because it means so much to me. I've wanted this for so long. And just like my mentor, Rey Mysterio, who's a former United States champion, and Eddie Guerrero, who's a former United States champion, I kind of want to bring some Latino heat into my match tonight. And of course, just like how they do it here in Texas, you go big or you go home. And Byron, I'm not going home until I have that United States championship around my waist.
Selena, good luck tonight.
Yeah, Selena fighting for the U.S. Championship
Match. That's Selena Vega desperately
against Chelsea Green.
He gets that.
That's up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Because we have Chelsea Green defending that title against Selena Vega. The secret what?
Well, she is excellent in the ring, but some may call her grating or fringe over her constant self-promotion and complaints. Some would say it's fueled by an inflated sense of entitlement or delusional lack of awareness. Some would argue it's simply an unbridled arrogance. Others salute and pledge her region and have names like Piper Niven and Alba Fire and Wade Barrett.
I've seen your talent, and I have personally sent out to attention.
Please sit down.
I'm saluting
I am begging
our
you.
champion, Chelsea Green in Chelsea. We trust.
Just respect this. You are absolutely remarkable. That is what it's on.
Let me know in the comments who you guys rooting for. Who do you think is going to win? Chelsea Green, the champ, to retain, or Selena Vega to win her first title?
Green tries to go on the attack early on. Vega gets out of the way and delivers right hand after right hand. Wait, after 2 straight wins against Chelsea Green to earn this opportunity.
Going for the unpretty her.
2 straight wins. Pump the brakes there. There's a caveat. The caveat being on those 2 straight wins, the secret Hermes were not here to protect the champ. They're here tonight.
Nice cover. Man, kick out by Chelsea.
She has no protection against somebody as talented as the champ Chelsea Green is going to lose, JoJerz. That's how this works.
Now, Vega came up with a very good win that we just saw moments ago, a week ago. Non-title match to earn this. Part of that it was the count. Now, by the way, Ryan Tran, the same referee for this championship match, he's had an outstanding career.
Ooh, draw kicking Selena to the outside.
But he was the referee when there was that count out a few weeks ago.
Look at how the fight. He's become known as fast count referee. I've timed that 10.
Oof. Big splash by Piper.
Distraction, and all of a sudden, the secret purpose takes advantage.
We're going to commercial break again. Jesus. All right, don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Welcome back to JoJerz Wildside Watch Along. We're back on SmackDown with Zelina challenging for the U.S. Women's Champion.
Vega. We've mentioned the fact that in the last two non-title matches, when Vega came up with a victory, the Secret Purpose, Piper and Alba, were not there to protect Chelsea Green. They've already played a major role tonight, Wade.
Chelsea gets nervous without her security team in place. She feels vulnerable at the mercy of any riff-raff who wants. Without her security team in place, she feels vulnerable at the mercy of any riff-raff who wants to make a name for themselves at the expense of the Chelsea.
Subtitles.
Look at the will and grit of Zelina Vega trying to.
Nice German from the second rope from Zelina.
Super code red last week. That was a super release German suplex connecting the neck and shoulders of the champ, and that might be the moment that the tide begins to turn. And then won by Zelina Vega.
Keep in mind that is what they are battling for Zelina Vega. She has competed for a singles title 5 times in her WWE career. 0-5. Looking to finally break through is Zelina Vega.
Sent a knee to the jaw there on Vega. Vega was just too quick, and now with that spinning back elbow flattens the top.
Zelina in control.
With a running knee into the corner, and now Vega is climbing up top.
All over the place.
Shades of Eddie. Oh, made her cover. Then kick out.
Huge meteora there, Joe. And that perhaps is the moment that Vega thought she had it. Wait a second.
I'm looking at Alba Fire.
Alba Fire getting involved here.
A cheap shot there from Zelina Vega.
Cheap shot. She's cut the apron. Giving time to Chelsea Green.
Chelsea with the big kick.
Control, looking for a prettier again.
Nope. Nice backstabber from Zelina.
With the backstabber, and now Vega
set up for the 619. Uh-oh. The ref saw it. Yep.
With the Secret Purpose.
Yep. Up, caught her. Yeah, get him out of here.
Justice is served.
The Secret Purpose.
Uh-oh. Should have paid attention, Zelina.
Because back in control is Chelsea Green.
Uh-oh. Code Red cutter. 1, 2, 3. Zelina.
Your winner.
Wow. First title. Yep.
It's a hit and run.
Hit and run. Okay. New champion.
Singles championship. She has slain that demon.
With a surprise Code Red.
JoJerz, we are all in shock. The ultimate underdog in the women's division has just pulled off a jaw-dropping victory. We've got a new women's US champ.
I mean, weeks ago she said this is the target. She was dismissed, disrespected. You said flimsy wings to earn it. At least just earned that.
At least try to be neutral.
Oh, man.
Oh, neutral.
So much that happens coming off of WrestleMania weekend. So much that happens that weekend that you forget. But don't forget the thriller we saw last Friday night with Carmelo Hayes coming out on top.
WWE superstars with extra large personalities.
What happened last week?
Papa John. Jackaroni is back at Papa John's. Order now.
Oh, that's right. Under the Giant Battle Royal.
The Giant Memorial Battle Royal, one of the most distinct trophies in all the industry, will be awarded.
Who needs a belt? Let's just stop right this, guys.
Now trying to get the best of Carmelo Hayes.
Well, saving his tag team partner, Will Chemistry Grinder.
Big Bobby's going on a tag. He smells victory.
The Miz helping Carmelo Hayes.
Takes care of him. Touchdown to Carmelo Hayes and Andrade.
Probably one of the best feud last year from SmackDown. Andrade and Hayes. I think it was a best of 7. Hell yeah. Yeah, Carmelo Hayes, speaking of him, with the Miz.
When it is all said and done, you will go down as the greatest Andre the Giant Battle Royal winner of all time. That's why I sacrificed myself for you. Because I have a vision for Carmelo Hayes. And to commemorate this major achievement, I got you.
Yeah, what you getting?
Yeah. Come on, open it.
Damn, that's a big old chain. Is that Andre's big old face?
No expense. Hey, you earned it. This is bigger than me, miss. This represents a chip that's on my shoulder. Okay. With this around my neck, used to be keep cooking. Used to be denied. Let's go. In the true spirit of Andre the Giant, when I'm wearing this thing, I'm 7 feet. 7 feet. I'm larger than life. I am the 10th wonder of the world. 10th wonder of the world. Yes, you are. You know what? You just inspired me. I'm gonna go up to that ring and get something off my chest here. Let's go. Hey, you enjoy this. Enjoy this moment. I'm about to make mine.
All right, what you gonna do, Miz? Another commercial break. Jesus. Well, that long break, I might be able to get forward on this. Give me a second. As I fast forward to this commercial. Oh. There we go.
NBC Sports Weekend Business.
Okay, The Miz. I forgot he was on SmackDown.
You know, since 2007, I've been an integral part of WrestleMania. But this year, at the highest grossing WrestleMania in history, I had no match, no mention, nowhere to be found. May I remind you, I main evented WrestleMania, beating John Cena, retaining the WWE Championship, something that Cody Rhodes, your chosen hero, could not do last week. And yet he gets the cheers, the pyro, the spotlight, and I get it. He was champion. He deserves to be on WrestleMania. But when Rey Mysterio comes hobbling in to WrestleMania, does he come to a fellow legend to fill his boots? No, he goes to a guy who's been here for 2 weeks. I've been here for 20 years. What do I have to do? Wear a lucha mask and call myself Rey? Then KO goes down. Orton needs an opponent.
Yeah.
He needs an opponent.
A lot of people are mad about that.
Who's beaten Randy Orton for the WWE Championship? No. You guys want a guy who's an internet meme, a TikTok trend, a guy who does musical theater in a wrestling ring. I am sick of it. I am sick and tired of people showing up in WWE, people that I'm a bigger star than. People that cannot lace my boots in this ring.
Okay.
I'm sick of them getting opportunity after opportunity. May I remind you that I am the A-lister. I am the most must-see WWE superstar of all time.
Bring that out.
And may you never forget that I am the Miz, and I am.
Okay, lights cut out. Oh, is this what I think it is? The return. Are they doing the whole old school NXT entrance too for him as he returns Aleister Black? Yeah. Hell yeah. Former NXT champion. Yes, with that Darth Vader rising entrance. Hell yeah. Aleister Black. That is funny that Zelina won the U.S. title today. The return of her husband to WWE.
The mysterious, ultra dangerous Aleister Black is back.
Oh my God! The Black is back here! And he's on the Smackdown! Former NXT champ!
Yeah.
One of the most devastating strikers this industry has ever seen!
I want to see him against Damian Priest.
The kicks! The otherworldly! The ominous! The eerie!
Hell. Yeah.
Incredible arrival to SmackDown. He's the ultimate striker.
The entrance possibly needed more fog, and that it was great.
Straight out of Amsterdam, Netherlands.
Hell yeah.
What the hell have you awoken here?
With the crowd welcome backs chants. Left AEW a few months ago. The Miz looks, I don't know, shocked or weirded out or disappointed. Crowd still chanting welcome back. He's probably going to hit him with Black Moss.
Hey, who the hell you?
Yep. Out goes Miz.
About Black Mass always being in the holster. Miz found out.
Hell yeah. Welcome back, Aleister Black.
Welcome to SmackDown. Aleister Black. What an acquisition.
Hell yeah.
They just got real different around here.
Da.
This was talking about being disrespected, being left out of WrestleMania. That's how he got shut up. Aleister Black is back. And this is the scene right now with the champs, the Street Profits.
Street Profits warming up for that TLC match.
The WWE Tag Team Championship. It'll be part of a commercial-free final hour.
That's why there've been so much commercials. Is that next finally?
And coming up next.
Next is Drew versus LA Knight.
At Fatu's U.S. Championship. Drew McIntyre against the recent U.S. champ,
L.A. Knight.
Can't
All right.
do shade with your
Don't
friends
go
in the
anywhere. We'll be
valley.
right back. Welcome back to JoJerz Wildside Watch Along. We're back here on SmackDown. It's up next. They said it was LA Knight versus Drew, #1 contender for the U.S. Championship.
Against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley.
Bianca hurt her freaking finger.
Like one of the best matches of the entire weekend. Unfortunately, you didn't leave Las Vegas unscathed. Can you tell us what happened?
Yeah, Byron, my fingers hurt, my feelings hurt. Nah, I'm just playing. Yeah, I walked into WrestleMania with a couple of broken fingers, but it was all worth it. You know, we all
She was holding her hand during the
things
match.
may not have gone my way, but at least I can say that I am so proud of what the three of us were able to do at WrestleMania.
To your point, you had a great outing, but the match did not end the way that you wanted. Obviously, we know Io Sky is still the women's world champion.
I'm gonna stop you right there. Io, she found the perfect opportunity to capitalize, and I don't blame her. I would have done the same thing. Now, Rhea, she found a way to slip her way into a match that I earned, so I'm pretty sure this won't be the last time that I see her. But right now, I'm just focused on healing because I'm trying to get back to SmackDown. Because SmackDown is my home, and right now, my home is divided. So I know when I return, I got some unfinished business to handle.
Bianca, thank you so much and get well soon. Joe, Wade, we will anxiously await the return of the EST to her home right here on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, during that whole WrestleMania match,
I couldn't agree with Byron.
she was holding her hand or arm. So you were able to see that she was not 100%.
That was 5-star every which way last week.
No doubt about it. It's inevitable that some people after a show at WrestleMania are going to be banged up in a bad way. Get well soon, Bianca Belair. We'll miss you.
As for the other women's title scene, let's show you what went down earlier tonight right here in Fort Worth.
It's an important match. Jay Cargill was taking on Tiffany Stratton midway through the match. Up shows Naomi.
That was not great, whatever she was doing.
WrestleMania to the storm. Now, Darren Strong. Naomi actually beat the title back.
I could go without Nia ever again. I don't care about this.
The woman who Tiffany Stratton cashed this money in the bank.
Nothing against Tiffy. And actually, nothing against Nia. I'm sure she's a good person. Just don't care about her in the ring anymore. Well, ever, really. We got Naomi backstage. And Nia.
I don't care about this revenge you have with Jade. But when it comes to Tiffany and the title, stay out of my way.
As long as you proceed with caution.
Remember, only 15 days away from Backlash May 10th. Rick New York, John Cena. Backlash presented by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law for injured. Go to forthepeople.com.
All right, we got LA Knight versus Drew for the #1 contendership for the new U.S. champion. Pop.
The following contest is the United States Championship #1 contender match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240
Hey, night. Yeah.
Earlier tonight, he declared, "I'm not leaving here until I get my rematch against Fatu." It is
Jesus, another commercial break. Oh my God, I hate these commercial breaks. But anyways, good thing I could fast forward with taking one long break earlier. Let me see. Let me get ahead. All right, there we go.
Less than a week ago,
Drew.
they were each in their own WrestleMania match, and not even a week later, one central tie that connects them, Knight and McIntyre, and that is the need to be a champion. And tonight, this match is made
All right,
for
here
the
we go.
number one contender slot for Jacob Fatu. Of course, Jacob Fatu, who just defeated LA Knights for that U.S. Championship at WrestleMania 41. Nick Aldis, the general manager here on SmackDown, came out earlier tonight when Drew McIntyre interrupted the exchange between LA Knight and Jacob Fatu and said, "I'm out. You two fight tonight."
Let me be clear what we're looking at here. We're looking at two men who are putting a brave face on. These are both walking wounded. McIntyre in that Sin City street fight. And LA Knight, who
Excuse me, had a sneeze. With Drew dropping LA Knight, muscling him up.
this evening, but the prize, the potential prize at least, is so great that it's worth risking it all.
You know, you mentioned the damage that was done in the battles that they had. We had a visit with Drew McIntyre earlier today, and he even said some of his best moments in that victory of the Sin City cost him himself. I mean, the future shot DDP
Nice.
on steel steps alone.
Eye for an eye.
Competitor like Damian Priest, you have to risk your own body in pursuit of victory. McIntyre knows full well what victory at WrestleMania entails, and LA Knight knows full well the kind of damage he'll have to incur if he wins this match and then goes on to face Jacob Fatu once again to try and win back that United States Championship.
That was a sensational showcase moment for the U.S. Championship.
Nice shoulder block by McIntyre. Returning the slaps to the back of the head. To Knight.
He was in, and the way he took the fight to Fatu as well. And McIntyre.
Nice.
The elbow from behind. There was a moment in the match as he drops down McIntyre.
Cover. And then Drew kicks out at one. Big old slap to Drew's.
BMT was landed way by LA Knight. Fatu had the jump up moonsault attempt, and somehow, some way, the timing by LA Knight was just spectacular.
Yeah, it was perfection, and it's true that deserved a victory.
Trading chops.
Jacob Fatu just bounced too close to the ropes, but it shows you how close the margins are at very top level in WWE between victory and defeat. Being a champion and being a loser at WrestleMania. There was virtually nothing in it. And this is getting a little too close with these two powerhouses.
Drew able to get out of the way and rolls himself back into the ring.
But it's the kind of match you've got so much wear and tear on your body already. You want to hit something big as quickly as possible. You know your opponent is weakened, just like you are. Get this over with fast. Last thing you want right now is a long banger of a match.
Comes Drew. Nice shoulder block. Sends LA Knight to the barricade.
And noticeably, it was those ribs of LA Knight that connected. Those were the ribs that took
Drew
so much
reveling.
last week at both WrestleMania and last week in those two matches on SmackDown. The megastar looking in big trouble here.
That is not to be dismissed. What happened last Friday on SmackDown with LA Knight, as you said, you felt it was poor judgment to take on Solo Sikoa and then go immediately into a tag team match that included Fatu, and Solo was looking to soften him up. Then he goes in against Fatu on Saturday night.
Well, Knight's biggest asset is his confidence, but at times it is.
Damn, nice power up. Was that a brainbuster? Cover. Two. Man, kick out by LA Knight.
Coming down the brainbuster, and you can see McIntyre saying, "Boy, I thought I had it."
Yeah, the owner of that viral selfie bored at work, LOL. Not like well, it was one of the biggest hits socially of WrestleMania, but McIntyre is not in the mood for fun and games this evening. He's constantly
LA Knight fighting back. Oh, big kick. Yeah, covered by Drew. Then kick out.
Once again, McIntyre too. We know the damage
They're both
that he
hurting.
went through in the match, the Sin City Street Fight. Both men really showing massive wear and tear on the ribs, and but you can work around a busted knee or a busted shoulder when the ribs.
I think after this match is going to be that tag team TLC match, triple threat for the titles. Big chop to LA Knight.
And using torque based on that claw and that midsection. No matter.
I can't even imagine what take me a 3-6 like this week after the damage that he took.
How smart is McIntyre here? He smells the bullseye on
Nice.
LA Knight at that midsection.
He is targeting it, isn't he?
You have to go on the attack.
Number one contender match for the
Oh,
U.S.
big cut.
Championship.
Oh,
LA Knight
big strike
wasting
to the
no
jaw
time
by
earlier
Drew.
tonight, coming right out into the face of Jacob Fatu and saying, I'm not leaving here until I get my rematch. Drew says guys like LA Knight that make championship titles mean less, and Drew wants his opportunity as well. He besmirched John Cena's name and said, I want to fight a champion who I think is the dog right now, the real test, and that is Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, it's a braver man than most. I would not personally go anywhere near Jacob Fatu. Perhaps the most
Nice club blow
I've met in this entire
by Drew.
industry, although this version of Drew McIntyre is not far behind. What a match that would be if it ever comes off. Just a 3 count away from that being a reality, although the same can be said.
Oh, LA Knight with the suplex. Nice.
Quick snap suplexes. McIntyre hit the brainbuster earlier, was lining up LA Knight again, and now look at this scene here. In front of a big sold-out crowd at Dickies Arena, 11,644. All that momentum and energy coming off WrestleMania and 124,000 on back-to-back nights in Vegas, and now a sellout here in Fort Worth. The SmackDown after Mania.
Nice lariat from LA Knight.
To see who's the number one
Russian leg sweep.
Jacob Fatu.
Well, just when LA Knight, the former United States champ, was starting to flatline in this match, he's turned back into that perpetual motion machine.
LA Knight, nice neck breaker. Going for the cover. Nail kick out by Drew.
And the people in this sold-out arena, JoJerz, they're starting to believe. And that just creates the kind of energy that makes LA Knight want to give the people what they want.
Moscow kiss, is that what he calls it? Classical kiss, sorry. Going for the DDT future shot. Nope. Roll up 2. Drew kicks out at 2.
I'm Charles Robinson, the referee.
Oh, nice big boot from LA Knight in the corner. Here we go. LA Knight. Yeah. Nice. Cover from Knight. 2. Nail kick out by McIntyre.
The last thing you want at this point in a match this deep, when your entire body is practically on fire, seeing your opponent kick out of one of your heavy hitters. Well, this might be the heaviest of them all.
Oh.
Was looking for that BFT, but
BFT now.
McIntyre
Rolls through.
quick to get out.
Weak in midsection of the LA Knight. Didn't
Oof.
Look at that guillotine on the top rope. McIntyre
Nope.
got out.
Ooh, nice. Baseball slide.
Drew.
Nice.
Gets hit to the new reinforced announcements.
The crowd chanting, yeah, every slam. Yeah.
Well, Drew McIntyre somehow not out cold after that flurry of assaults yet.
Uh-oh. Solo taking down LA Knight with the Samoan spike.
Referee never saw it. Solo Sikoa just
I don't know if Drew is happy or just confused.
Between Drew McIntyre and Solo Sikoa, quite a history
Huh?
between those two. But don't
What
look
the
at
hell?
these in the mouth. It's been so double, so
Drew.
much for McIntyre to witness.
Claymore click coming up. Oh, Damian Priest. Where the hell is my thingamajig? Oh, there we go. Attacking Drew. Oof. As he continues. Yeah, where they left off at WrestleMania. Go up, south for heaven on the announce table. Oof. Down goes Drew. Drew thought it was over. It is not. Where'd the song go? Oh, they were talking shit. Uh-oh. Oh, Fatu! Suicide dive taking both LA Knight and Drew. It looks like it might be for Fatal 4-Way. Fatu is over with the crowd.
If your legs work, start running.
Yep. Great line.
Just a piece of meat for this savage.
Where did Solo go? Did he cower? Hip attack. Oof.
And the smash into the corner.
Uh-oh. Here we go. Oof. Big moonsault onto LA Knight. Uh-oh. Now going after Priest. Oof. Hip attack. Two former world champions and the former U.S. champion taking all of it out. Fatu is a monster. Here we go. Woo! Fatu! Hell yeah. Standing tall. Woo.
McIntyre was put through it. But in the end, it's the new U.S. champion who stands with his belt, as he would say,
Yadami. Hell yeah, Fatu. Taking everybody out.
Absolute wild night here in Fort Worth for SmackDown. We saw the debut of Braxium come up with the win against Garza. Tiffany Stratton and Jade Cargill were interrupted with absolute disruption in the women's division from Nia Jax and Naomi. The shocker of the night, Zelina Vega with the victory, and she is your new
U.S. champion.
Hitting the code red against Chelsea Green. You know what happened with McIntyre and Knight here in front of us. And the big news of the night, it is coming your way
In Backlash, Cena
Backlash
versus Randy.
John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship.
Hell yeah. Are they going to commercial break?
Bloody mess, Joe Tess. This is what happens when the dogs come off the
Looks like there's no more commercials.
Carcass thrown through this table by Damian Priest.
Here we come. They're setting up TLC.
We're commercial free. Still to come tonight. TLC
Hell.
Triple threat for the tag team championships. To think, how do you possibly top this? Well, the alliance of two men got everybody talking. Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman.
All right. From Raw. A Raw recap.
I am a visionary. I stole CM Punk's friends. I took a wise man from Roman Reigns.
Yep.
I am the winner of the main WrestleMania. I am.
That was a great ending to Raw. Them talking, CM Punk running in to fight Rollins and to mess up Heyman. A stop from Rollins after a nice bout.
Top star in this industry.
Number one star. And then your tribal chief, our tribal chief, came out, speared the crap out of Rollins. Superman punched Heyman. Loved it. And then set up for the spear. And ate one from Braun Breaker. Great finish. And then Braun Breaker whooped ass everywhere. Which was for a second looked like he was going to spear Seth too. Ooh, with that super spear. Both CM Punk and Roman's laid out. And the new group, Heyman, Breaker, Seth freaking Rollins. Fucking love it. God, Cena. And R-Truth.
I'm glad you won the championship. From the beginning, I was for you. If you need me at any time, you know.
Cena said nothing. Yeet.
John Cena becomes so white. Y'all, there's two sides to every story, Oos. That's a real world champion. Someday when I grow up, I'm gonna be just like him.
When you grow up.
You already grown up, though.
John Cena accepted Randy Orton's challenge. They are going to meet up in St. Louis in 15 days. It is Backlash.
2 weeks.
And Cena for the undisputed WWE Championships. As again, the RKO was delivered by Orton earlier tonight on Cena.
Next Friday, Aleister Black versus The Miz after the return of him and kicking the snot out of the Miz. Hell, yeah.
On Smackdown from Des Moines, Iowa.
All right, here we go. TLC.
Is a table, ladders, and chairs. Triple threat match. And it's called the WWE Tag Team Championship.
Hell, yeah. First out, Motor City Machine Guns. Hell yeah. If you didn't know what they could do, you're about to see it. Many, many great matches in the independents and the TNA. Two. I thought they had him twice. But anyways.
There was a good chance that the Motor City Machine
Very high
Guns
flying
would be
team.
celebrating in Vegas last week with championship titles, but I think you ended up being the result in that match. And now
This match should have been a WrestleMania, to be honest with you.
TLC.
A lot of people were upset that this didn't go at WrestleMania.
Rhea Ripley, Jey Uso, Bianca Belair, and more.
So the other tag team title match at WrestleMania could have been on Raw. Hey, DIY with the freshly shaved Tommaso Ciampa after a little accident over WrestleMania weekend.
With a combined weight of 407 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny
Oh.
Gargano and Ciampa, the former champs, were defeated in a #1 contenders match back on April 4th. And they were so upset by the circumstances surrounding it that they ended up completely hijacking the championship match we had last week. They felt that should have been their opportunity. Well, now here's a chance at redeeming it all and remedying things for the two-time WWE Tag Team Champions.
They should be high flying, high impact, adrenaline filled. Hey. And probably very high risk. Great profits.
And their opponent with a combined weight of 492 pounds. They are
I didn't see it. They're coming out like Montel, like HBK here.
will be their third title defense.
And Dawkins like
to their second reign.
Razor Ramon.
Their last loss actually came in a triple threat tag team match against DIY. That was back on October 18th. Pretty Deadly was also in that match. But this just feels very different. Not just because of all the drama that's been happening in the division between these six men, but this is tables, ladders, and chairs. This is history. This is violence.
Yep.
This is knowing exactly
This is going to be very, very good.
and the line that must be crossed to accomplish the
Or at least the stakes are.
championships hang up high.
And I'll tell you right now, Joe, these are three angry tag teams who clearly didn't make the WrestleMania card. They've all got a point to prove tonight. Hey, WrestleMania 41. Hey, management, this is what you could have.
Yep.
I like that. I like the hunger.
Yep. Prove it.
Among
Prove it here.
Six men. As they all look up and say, there's the prize. Now let's go and get it.
That's exactly
DIY attacking Motor City.
This evening,
And then the Street Profits.
The experience level, the caliber of these teams, the motivation, and of course, the stakes. This match has the potential
Already going for letters?
to top anything we saw all weekend.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania 41.
Quickly going right to the ladder is DIY.
Already we want table chance. Nice baseball slide.
Kick right through the ladder.
Through the ladder
The
onto
Motor City Machine
DIY.
Guns. And now the Motor City Machine Guns and Street Profits square off Wayne.
Yeah, I've got to tell you right now, right off the bat, I will call the Motor City Machine Guns the favorite for this one, purely because of their cruiserweight style that they've made their own. They really are the innovators of that style. It really behooves you to be masters of that speed, that motion, to get to the top of those ladders as quickly as possible.
And this is exactly what you're talking about when it comes to the style of Motor City Machine Guns as they go on the crisscross running attack. And now the teamwork
Down goes Ciampa.
as they go for their signature.
Nice.
They deliver it to Ciampa.
They're dropping that heavyweight stuff right off the bat of the Motor City Machine Guns. Now they are a duo.
Both Chris Sabin and
Center. There must have been 4 or 5 championship opportunities that have gone.
oof. Suicide dive into a chair. Ooh.
Was there with the
Steel chair to the knee.
With people's heads.
Oh, and the steel chair right to the gut of Tez.
Oh.
Let me just fix this.
Oof. Dawkins. Uh-oh. Onto the table. Nope. Oh, taken out.
Did you hear?
Ooh. Both DIY is Dawkins.
Steel driven by one of
A lot of action.
man on the roster, Angelo Dawkins. And that just speaks to the power game of the Street Profits, who have come back, re-energized, refocused.
I mean, look at this right here. I mean, Dawkins got clear sailing to retain the championships.
I mean, it could be a cakewalk.
This is going to be easy for Dawkins.
Dawkins, nope, brought down. Sleeper on.
For the Motor City Machine Gun.
Dawkins still climbing up.
To try and slow things down.
Sabin came out of left field when Dawkins was all alone, and now Shelley is in there as well. And getting hold
Shelley bringing Dawkins' legs. Oh, dragon screw through the ladder.
As the championships hang high.
On Dawkins. Woo!
An ACL.
Yes. And now you keep him from climbing a ladder.
From the word go.
Oh, now Motor City Machine Guns.
Motor City going up.
Are in there as Gargano comes down and is able to take care of Alex Shelley.
Too soon to climb the ladder right now.
Taking out those monster frustrations on DIY who have made their lives a misery at times, I'm sure. The Machine Guns regret coming anywhere near WWE. They've had long, successful careers, but they never faced the kind of adversity they have faced here on SmackDown in the last 3 or 4 months.
This is just been non-stop.
Ooh. Slamming Ciampa now into the ladder.
For the WWE Tag Team Championship that hang high right now. All
Ford.
these teams have tasted gold in their lifetime in WWE, but it is the Street Profits that have been the most dominant recently.
Ford slides underneath.
Trying to put forth their third title defense as the ladder comes crashing down on Tez.
Big right. Big rights from Dawkins.
Some consistency, some order in the tag ranks. DIY blew that out of the window, and we're back to the chaos we had for months.
And now the 360 split corner to corner by Big Angelo Dawkins. He has the power.
Nope, Dawkins going up. Nope, cut off.
Was thinking about going up top and delivering, but
Uh-oh,
instead
tree of war.
down and in such a compromised
Oh, stepping on his jewels.
Don't fancy any of that, thank you. I mean, normally it's Tez who goes up top. Dawkins saw some magic happening there, but may live to regret it.
Yeah.
He's saving on the outside. He's quick to grab the steel chair. And the crowd reacts to that. A sellout here in Fort Worth.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're winding up the chair.
Oof. Drop kick to the tree of woe, Dawkins. And the chair in his face. Hell. Yeah. Uh-oh. Chris Sabin going to.
Dawkins up for the rest of this match. And Tez wants to win this thing.
Alex
He
Shelley.
may have to do it on his own, but even that's looking bleak.
Uh-oh.
Went up.
Ooh. Drop kick to the steel chair through Ford's face.
So both members of the Street Profits have taken damage from the Motor City Machine Guns.
Dawkins still hung upside down in the tree of woe.
That was that champion drop kicked into the forehead of Montez for the
Uh-oh.
damage clearly already done. To Dawkins,
Setting up the ladder in front of Dawkins.
Worse for wear in this one. We may see a title change.
DIY taking down Motor City.
I
Oh.
would think so.
Ooh.
Chair into the hedges, sliding it at full force.
I've seen a lot of tables, ladders, and chairs matches. This is about as vicious as it
Uh-oh.
can be.
Ford. Oof. Ford landed awkward. Check on Ford. Landed on his arm.
Flying over his partner, Angelo.
Taking out everybody else. Oh, I think Shelley might be hurt, or is he selling great? Let's look at this. Oh, I think on the bounce back.
Few minutes after that steel chair to the head, managing to bounce back. This is that championship caliber that the Street Profits returned to WWE with several months ago.
We are so thrilled to be bringing you
Ford
this
with another ladder into the ring.
and chairs triple threat match, commercial free, as the Street Profits look to retain, and they will if Tez can climb that ladder and secure their championships back.
There you go.
Referees and medical staff checking over all the fallen men on the outside.
Ford cut by
Guarantee
Ciampa.
you not one of them is going to give up no matter how much pain
Ciampa
they're going
climbing.
through. Not with the gold on the line and fingertips touching there from Montez Ford.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Ford and Ciampa fighting
Top of that ladder,
on the ladder.
fighting side by
Oh,
side, as
Johnny Gargano climbing on another one.
and go up on his own.
Nothing worse than those titles swinging away from your grasp, especially when the ladders aren't quite positioned perfectly, which is the case here. You've got to get those things
Titles.
so quick
Uh-oh.
to get any chance of grabbing the gold. Oh, God.
Oh, flatliner from the top. Oof. Ciampa. No, he's not. Uh-oh. Nope. Dawkins sneaks in, yeah. Big right by Dawkins.
Devastating right hand.
Ciampa had it.
That spinning flatliner off of the ladder was
Fuck.
absolutely ridiculous.
Oof.
Johnny Gargano, the hope being Ciampa could have grabbed both championships for his team, but that was denied by Angelo Dawkins coming back from the deck.
And now Dawkins and Johnny side by side as the championships swing over.
Uh-oh. Dawkins. Oh, big ending. Ooh.
The silencer that will shut Johnny Gargano up potentially for the rest of this match.
Ciampa all alone.
Delivering the move, Angelo Dawkins.
On the titles.
The newly clean-shaven Ciampa.
Uh-oh. Chris Sabin.
To get gold here.
Climbing up to
Trying to deny him.
Dawkins.
All three
Pushing him. Oh. Caught up on the ropes is Ciampa.
Ugly landing. I think
Chris saved himself. Yeah.
Ciampa took a nasty hit to the groin, to the armpit. And now the Motor City Machine Gun.
Oh. Ciampa with the steel chair. Oof. Taking down Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin.
Tommaso Ciampa.
Uh-oh. Shelley. Oh, Jesus. Spin around his head. Poor Alex Shelley.
Swinging that steel chair while his neck was wrapped in another.
A Louisville slugger to that
Oh, yeah.
torturous device.
Brainbuster. Oh, onto the setup chair.
In this TLC match. Thank God it's commercial free.
Yep.
I couldn't imagine missing and turning away for a single second.
And now Dawkins getting all these chair shots hard.
Stuff to determine the tag champions. You know, you said it earlier tonight, Wade. A group of men, angry and hungry. They were not on the WrestleMania card. They are proving what they're all about right here. The tables are set up. What is Gargano doing? What is he doing? He's saying, oh!
Yes. Slamming him on the backs. All right, here we go. Suplex to Dawkins. Nope. Uh-oh. Ford taking out Ciampa. Oh, big right.
Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Oh, neck breaker. Gargano. Yeah.
Gargano's spine eating the pointed.
We have chairs and we have ladders everywhere.
And now Street Profits all alone, standing. Yeah. Yep. Street Profits gonna set up some tables.
Street Profits are saying, let's get tables in the air now.
We're starting to understand that if you climb that ladder, but we're pretty certain one of these teams is going to get up there and stop you. Do the damage now while you can. You have the upper hand. Reinforce it at the exclamation point.
Ciampa pulling out Dawkins.
Ciampa's back on his feet and pulls down Big Dawkins. Slams
Ooh, big super kick to Ciampa. Uh-oh. Electric chair drop position.
Ciampa right to the
To
electric
the outside with Dawkins. Uh-oh. Forward. Oh, to the outside. Woo. Alex Shelley got hit on the shin, on his leg. We didn't see a replay. Alex Shelley seems like he's getting hurt left and right. Oh, Ciampa might have landed a little bit on his foot. Or Gargano. Can't really tell. Someone might get hurt. Yeah. We've got about 15 minutes or so left in this match. What the hell is that? The crowd giving Montez Ford. Is that a prosthetic leg? Used as a weapon. Uh-oh. Setting up the stairs on the barricade and the ring. Oof.
Can you believe the assist from the front row?
Hey,
I've never seen anything like it.
Whatever gets the job done. Unfortunately for the Street Profits, they're laid out once again. Weapons of war everywhere you look around ringside. Oh. Alex Shelley, no way to protect himself from the Sicilian
Chair shots to Dawkins by Sabin.
New face, same vicious Tommaso Ciampa.
Dawkins is laid out on that table.
Uh-oh.
You start to wonder who has what left. Everybody has taken damage. Who can dig deep at this point in a TLC? His face right to the edge of the table that was on top of the ladder.
This has been the most appalling, heinous, merciless TLC match, I think, in history.
It is so bad.
Not yet.
But it is so good.
Good for us, certainly not good for the 6 men in there unless they actually end up winning the goal for these men.
100% on that. Oh.
It's like perhaps
Ciampa laid out on the table. Gargano laid out over some stairs. Oh, Sabin. Ooh, takes out Dawkins through the table on the outside. Dawkins may be out. Uh-oh. Is Ford going to suicide dive onto that table with Ciampa? Here we go.
2 times already, including the blockbuster.
Here we go. Ooh, big tope go here to the outside. Taking out Ciampa and possibly himself.
2 tables go down with warriors willing to fight for the step.
7 tables going down, but 6 bodies got and again.
Street Profits, DIY, and the Motor City Machine Guns in an absolute
Ciampa looks out of it.
classic of a TLC triple threat for those. The WWE.
This is a good match. This should have been in WrestleMania.
The SmackDown after Mania.
Ford.
And these 6 men out to prove themselves.
Gargano
All
up.
6 men with a
And Chris Sabin looks like he's up too. Uh-oh.
Apparently an obsession with going nuclear in that
Ooh.
ring.
Kick from Ford.
The goal that neither man
Is he going to go for a frog splash?
for the past few minutes they've been so
How is Gargano, how's Ciampa up?
It's even put Leonard near those belts for many minutes as it has been all the brutality of
Big boot.
destroying each other.
Too forward.
By Ciampa.
Uh-oh. Where is he going? Uh-oh. On that ladder. Air raid crash. Oh, forward. Through the ladder. With Ciampa. White noise, sorry.
And it was tense. And Ciampa who took
Ciampa screaming at.
Well, this connects wrestling so much. All we can do is yell to Gargano. Do it now.
Yeah,
Johnny.
get the
Where's
titles.
The goal? I'm done. I'm toast. It's all on you.
Yo, Alex Shelley and Saban hasn't been seen in a bit. Oh, Alex Shelley.
By the Motor City Machine Guns.
Uh-oh.
Alex
It looks like
Shelley.
Motor City might win. Both of them are up.
Greatest moment to win this thing.
And now Gargano's trying to fight off both Shelley and Saban. And if he can,
Oh, there is a table there.
path. As Johnny, he's on that table.
Oh, Saban. Ooh, going for a slingshot DDT through the table. Ooh, two big boots to Gargano.
The combo kicks.
Their own version of a meeting in the middle, perhaps.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Get him quickly. Going for a neck breaker. Skull and bones on the table to the outside. Oh! Haven't seen anything like that before. Gargano taken out by Motor City Machine Guns.
I've seen it all.
Wow. See, this is where WWE messed up. This should have been on WrestleMania. 100%.
We said earlier tonight, how do you possibly have an encore to WrestleMania 41? And what
Like
we
this.
saw
Oh,
this weekend.
Ciampa back in the ring.
Classics with Seth.
Looking like he's going to climb.
Punk, or Io,
Hyping himself out.
Bianca.
Is his eyes bruised up? He might have got caught with the move. Ciampa all alone. Looks like he's going to get it. Ciampa bleeding from his back. Uh-oh. Oh, they're cutting it off. Oh, shit, what they're going to do? Ciampa hanging. This might suck. This is going to suck. Oh, as using him as a piñata. Uh-oh, Dawkins. Dawkins, they put a table underneath it.
She's to the top of the ladder. Ciampa's defenseless. Is there a charge?
Go. Spear off the top. Hanging Ciampa through a table. Dawkins in pain. Gargano probably out. Sorry, Ciampa probably out.
My God, Ciampa!
Dawkins landed hard. Ciampa landed hard. 15, 20 feet. Motor City Machine Guns are all alone.
Who sat back and watched that destruction could not believe their eyes. Thank God it wasn't us.
Motor City Machine Guns have
Taking too much time.
and they will simply bring the ladder into position.
Taking too much time there.
This is thinking you've got all the time in the world and how much
Get up there.
the body simply not moving fast enough, but
Alex Shelley is getting a
Oh, Gargano. Oof. Ooh, tossing it to the face of Shelley. That steel
just as you're right, three opponents,
chair.
a fourth one is waiting in the
Oh,
wings.
I'm surprised Gargano was not taken out by that. Splash to the outside. Ford hasn't been seen a bit as well. For Saban.
Johnny Gargano is
climbing up to meet up Gargano.
Chris Sabin is there to meet him. Whichever team removes the championships become the new tag team champions. Sabin is touching one. Gargano has touched one. They're trading right hands and left hands.
Fighting at the top of the ladder.
Top the ladder.
Who will fall?
Everybody on the feet here in Fort Worth, and it has been for the better part of a half an hour of non-stop.
Oh, Ford flying out of nowhere, taken down. Uh-oh, no. I thought he had it. Gargano. Ooh, super kick to Ford. Stuck in between a ladder. Where's Shelly? Oh, they're saving again. Uh-oh. Look at Montez climbing from underneath. This is new. Oof. 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 Montez. This is different. Uh-oh, can't pull it. There we go. Street Profits win. Hell yeah. Great fucking match. Great match. For all those backstage that didn't put this in WrestleMania, you messed up. This should have been in WrestleMania. 1,000%.
This man completely unbreakable in pursuit of the highest prize in the tag game. They painted their bodies all over this arena, but it was the gutsy, valiant Street Profits that prevailed amidst ultimate mayhem.
Montez definitely doing a few things that we haven't seen before. Motor City Machine Guns as well.
All 6 of these men
deserve
the gold this evening. Wow. You could not fit a piece of paper between these 3 teams.
We had a spinning flatliner off the ladder.
Yep, that too. Something never seen.
We had the frog splash through the tables. Every which way.
All of them are still down except the Street Profits. That's right, a prosthetic leg also from the fans. That flatliner was very close to that rope in the bottom. Skull and bones to the outside through the table. The spear from the hanging Ciampa through a table. These are the matches that got me into pro wrestling. TLC, TLC 2 in WrestleMania. TLC here in 2025. Oh yeah. Great match. Car crash of a match, I love it.
Good as it gets. The third defense in their second reign.
Hell yeah. Montez Ford. We thought Motor City Machine Gun was gonna win, and he flies into the shot onto the ladder.
Watch this hit. Intense would go on. To survive it and win this match.
Prisons within that ladder.
He found a way, yeah.
The Street Profits, the 2-time tag team champions.
This of the most heavy duty
Yep.
The athleticism
Can't say enough about this match.
and what he was able to do.
The high flying spots, the risky spots. Someone check on Alex Shelley. He took a few bumps that looked like he got hurt.
The damage that Tommaso Ciampa took.
Tommaso took a lot.
Went for it and was willing to pay the price. They all were. But in the end, it
Wow.
was Montez Ford. who went for it.
Alex Shelley might have some injury. A few times he looked like he took a. He was injured for shoot. Great main event. Both DIY and Motor City Machine Guns look disappointed for sure.
Think about the last 7 days in WWE. From SmackDown in Vegas through Mania, to what you saw at Raw, and now
Great SmackDown after Mania, especially this ladder match. Tell me what you guys thought was the best match tonight. Tell me what was your favorite spot here from the Triple Threat TLC match, tag match.
Previously on Resident Alien.
Wow. Such a great way to finish SmackDown. Wow. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to be grateful for everything you have. Be grateful for the problems you don't have, because it could always be much worse. And that, I've been Low, and this was Joker's Wild Side. See ya.